are at the Up Next Fighting Studios. We are Old and New Money Podcast. Today we have the Barbarian.
No. The Barbabian.
I like the Barbarian, brother. Go ahead, Steve. Introduce him then. I like the Barbarian. The Hawaiian Barbarian. The Sicilian, what? Armenian.
Sicilian, Armenian.
Oh.
So Sicilian, Armenian, Hawaiian, Barbabian.
Yeah. Well,
that's the unholy trinity.
Yeah.
Oh, Sicilian, Armenian from Hawaii.
I think Jake even gets confused when he says that.
Oh, yeah, we got a lot going on.
Bro, such a beautiful name, culture from different parts of the world, raised in Hawaii. The way you were raised in Hawaii is spectacular, brother. That's something that a lot of people don't know. One of the things that we like to talk about in these podcasts, there's several things, but when I hear a story like yours, the way you were raised, the way you're just running wild in Hawaii, what was your first memory of that, brother? Talk about that.
Well, I mean, it all is pretty normal to me, but since day one, you know, I've always loved the ocean, growing up spearfishing, being on the boats, cave diving, crawling through caves. I mean, you name it, we did it. And we never fell short of something to do out there, that's for sure.
Now, with the Hawaiian culture, we all know that there's a lot of fighting going down over there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Even when I vacation down there, you feel like, motherfuckers want to fight me. Like, I'm just a good guest, but I'm like, I look big and dark, so I think I'm Samoan, that I can get down. And I'm like, bro, I'm just here trying to, you know, eat some fish. You know? How is that culture? You just walk around and you know you can get down at any time.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like 8 a.m. going to get pancakes. You know, you got guys sizing you up and stuff. But, you know, that's the culture right there that builds a lot of champions out of Hawaii. A lot of fighters, you know, BJ Penn, Max Holloway, they all grew up very similar to how I did, you know, and like having a lot of poverty out there, you know, brings thick skin as well, you know. Right. So it is what it is.
Would you say that growing up in Hawaii attributed to that passion that you have now for fighting that you dedicate your life to?
For sure, 100%. I got to give all my credit to. I don't talk about it too much, but being bullied out there. I mean, kind of generally speaking, you know, that's kind of what gave me a purpose to train and get my feet wet. So. And
how did that happen? Was it like you were getting bullied and then you found a gym, or were you just like, fuck this, I'm tired of this, I'm going to go find a way?
Well, I was always, you know, a tough kid. I got little sister, stuff like that. So a lot of people, I had a lot of people looking up to me. So feeling like I couldn't defend myself or my friends drove me to train on my own. Yeah. I didn't start training fully until 2018.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. We're in 2018, but when that you started training in Hawaii at 2018, how old were you?
Probably 19 right after school.
You're 24, 25 now?
25 now, yeah.
25 now. Okay, so when you were raised out there in Hawaii, you kind of get that natural, got to fight no matter what, right?
Yeah.
It's a normal thing. And, you know, we're not talking about just Holloway or BJ Penn. You guys got tons of fighters out there. It seems like every place that we go and do promotions and interviews, there's literally 1 to 4 fighters from Hawaii at every location. Yeah. And it's like, man, this is amazing. Your culture out there must be super powerful. I always wanted to fight, always wanted to train. And everyone goes out there and fights. Yeah. Hard. Like, you guys have some hard-ass fighters in Hawaii. Why do you think that is?
I think just Hawaiians in general have like a very passionate culture. And that's something that rubbed off on me very early. It's take whatever you do very seriously and, you know, like put a lot of love into it. So, you know, of course, like being a fighter, I wake up wanting to just be better every day, and not only as a fighter, but as a person.
Correct.
It's just about getting better.
And that's one of the things that you said right now about us martial artists, right? It's not only about fighting. It's just trying to be better every single day, right? A lot of people think that we're brutes, right? That we're just brutes. We just like to punch and fight. And true, we do. We like to grapple. We like to strangle some people. Yeah. It's fun times. But one of the things that we understand is, as martial artists, one of our focuses also is being better human beings, right? And as you're getting to be a better martial artist and you're starting to become a better human being, how hand in hand does that go with martial arts, and especially for you?
It's just like a constant pursuit of character development. You know, I wasn't like the best kid growing up.
You can tell. You can tell.
You know, in high school, you kind of find your cliques, your crowds. It's like when you can begin to go down the bad road. And, you know, I got into like a position where I don't feel like my parents are completely happy with what I was doing. Okay. And as soon as I found fighting, it kind of changed everything. I just wanted to be better, just better person. And you got a community that you know, looks up to you. These guys over here, you gotta be professional about it too, you know.
Quick question. So you said you got into training or learning how to do martial arts because of the bullying and just the environment you were in. Yes. But at what point did you decide, like, this is what I want to do for life?
So 2019, I got a fight offer from Bellator against Hunter Ewald. Yeah, I'd still fight him, but No, he's a very,
call him out right now.
Very
Hunter,
well
what's up?
accomplished. Yeah, what's up, Hunter? A very well accomplished jiu-jitsu athlete in Hawaii, from Kauai. So that offer was on the table, but I just wasn't quite where I needed to be to take that fight. But I knew that the path was opening up. So fast forward a couple of years later from training, you know, we got onto the amateur scene, which was a blessing that I didn't just go pro. And found a good gym, and the rest is history.
And then how did you make it here from Hawaii?
So my grandfather, he ran a bar since 1998 with his twin brother. And he just kind of aged out of his ability to run the place during COVID and got into some trouble. So it was the opportunity was handed to me through my father to come up and help him. And
Nice.
you know, things just went in the direction they did, and it turned out to just come into my hands. And
What's the name of your bar?
Crow's Cocktails.
So you can come visit Crow's Cocktails in what city? What's the address? Shout it out.
It's
So they come visit you.
5728 2nd Street. And you know, we got a nice stiff drink over there.
There you go. Phone number just in case you got to call the office.
Shit, I don't know. You call me. Yeah.
Don't worry. So what gym are you training with?
So I'm with Team Body Shop right
How'd you
now.
find them?
So I was training at Jackrabbit Boxing.
Okay.
And a good friend of mine there, he told me about Body Shop. And we were located over at an old location before I started going there. But I drove up, pulled up to the place, and I'm like, looked like, you know, like, I was just like, kind of, what is this? You know, I walk up, walk inside, I met my coach I train with right now, YL Watson.
What's up, Kyle?
And Antonio.
YL or
McKee.
YL?
YL.
YL Watson. What's up, YL?
And yeah, man, it's just, they greeted me with open arms. And
This was how many years ago? 2020 also?
I'm about to be 2 years into MMA right now.
And so all of your amateur fights were with this gym?
Yes.
And you went on a tear. I mean, you became the #1 middleweight in California with these guys,
Yes.
right? So your coaches, your corner, they sound incredible. And so now you just turned pro, correct?
Yes, I went pro in March.
Okay. And so this fight coming up, this is going to be your second pro fight, right?
This is going to be my third pro
Your
fight.
third pro
I'm
fight.
coming off a first round TKO. What was that? Whatever it was like a month or two ago. But we're looking now at October 21st against Kyle Neal. So we've had a really good camp so far.
You already accepted the fight, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, for sure.
We got the contract signed. We're ready to go.
Bro, so you moved to California. I see all good news in you, right? Like I can tell you had a rough, beginning when you were a kid, just like me, right? I can see it. Game recognized game, right?
Yeah.
But we also understand that your life has changed. You came out here, joined a great gym, got handed a business, right? Which you're taking care of quite nicely. And you're over here with Up Next Fighting, which is the premier fighting organization in Southern California, which I'm so excited for you that you're with them, right? Because they're taking care of you, right? You got Chris, you got Ryan Buckner taking care of you.
The best.
What can you say about these guys?
Well, first of all, I'd love to talk about that.
Please.
When it came to my time to go pro, I had a lot of options on the table, and I wanted to take an option that made the most sense to me. And coming from a small local business, the family-owned business, meeting these guys, I felt
Family-owned also?
Yeah, family-owned. I felt like it was only right for me to follow in that direction and keep it going.
Good.
Sounds like a perfect fit.
Yeah, same thing with my sponsors, man. I just support local, Long Beach community in Hawaii. And up next, they're doing some big things right now, but in the next couple of years, man, it's going to be a household name.
So for sure. That's what I see with them. That's why we get along so great, Family business, family people. They want, and they're really taking care of the fighters. Like, I don't know if you fought for any other organization, but when I see the way they take care of fighters, Chris and Ryan Buckner, they are really loving their fighters, their promotion, their organization, everyone. We met their staff. Man, everyone's spectacular. Yeah. Everyone's so polite. Everyone knows what they're doing. Yeah, everyone knows what they're doing. Everyone has their orders.
It's about the fighters.
It just flows. Yeah. And it just goes, we want the best for the fighters. Yeah. And so how does it feel that they're really taking care? Because they speak very highly about you, right?
Yeah,
you know that, right?
Yes, and they've taken very good care of me. I don't even put different promotions in the same category as them, just because I feel like I'm walking. Every night it's time for me to fight. I feel like I'm at home, so that's all I can ask for as a fighter fighting for Up Next, and people looking to get into the scene. This is where I would go.
I agree.
I want to create a big future for myself.
Correct. No, I agree with you, and you can say, I can clearly say you're lucky, right? Because I've been doing martial arts for, over a quarter of a century, right? But when I met these guys, I knew they were different. So when I say you came from Hawaii and just, I don't want to say given, but you were blessed with this. And one thing is being blessed with and being able to take care of you. You're taking care of your business. You're taking care of your body. You're taking care of your coaches. You're getting taken care of, and you're taking care of your organization that you're fighting with, right? How blessed does it feel? Maybe no one's ever told you the way I'm saying
Times is good.
But I'm saying, how good does it feel to be you right now, right?
Yeah, no, right now it's a good time. It's a lot of work though, up early every day, and it just doesn't stop.
How many hours do you think you sleep?
I try to get the minimum 8, but
you get them?
I get them. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I get them. I gotta get my beauty sleep, man. Okay.
Shit, I got a question about your fight on October 21st. Is there like a mutual respect between you and Kyle, or is there a little bit of animosity? What's going on there?
All I'm going to say is when I get into the ring, I'm not your friend, but I got the most respect for that guy coming out from Las Vegas to fight me. But I've seen enough on him to know that it's only going to take me about a minute to finish him. Damn. What I need to do is go out there, stay composed, stay focused, and just let these hands fly, baby.
Okay.
Let's go.
So you think it's going to be more of a striking win or a grappling win? How are you predicting it?
I think everybody's seen enough of my grappling. It's time to go show them how to knock people out. So,
okay.
Going to make that happen. And, we're looking into the future. We just got to keep diversifying the game. Once I get my hands on people, it's usually over pretty quick.
Now, you say 1 minute, like less than a minute. Yeah. That's, I would say that's kind of disrespectful. And kind of very confident in yourself. What do you see in your opponent that's, I don't want to say weak, but what do you see in your opponent? You see gaps in his game. Why do you think 1 minute?
His weaknesses are my strengths. So
tell me more about that.
I'm going to expose his weaknesses and I'm going to break them down. And it's not going to take me very long. I'm good at finding a chin and, I need to take him down and do some work from the ground. I'm more than happy. The ground is my office. That's where I work. But,
So it's going to be a ground and pound finish.
Yes, if I don't drop them.
If you don't drop them, I like that. So in your last fight, how was that feeling after when you're walking? Because I like to ask different type of questions, right? Like when you're walking into the gym, into the ring, there's some phases, right?
Oh yeah.
I say you're standing in the back waiting to get your name called, and then there's a walk.
Yeah.
How does that walk feel?
I'm getting anxiety even thinking about it right now. Yeah. I don't always go too depth. I don't always go too in depth with like my emotional, I don't want to like share too much what I got going on. But, if you guys aren't familiar, butterflies, like when you get all shaky and stuff, I've learned to like embrace it and smile through it, and that fear can make a man very, very dangerous, You're scared.
Next phase is that walk out. You're up in front of the ring. You're about to take those 3 steps. Boom.
Yeah.
Talk about that. A lot of people don't know about this, right? But 1, 2, 3, what goes through your mind?
So way before this happens, I pick a fight song and I listen to that song every single day before training, after training. And it just, once I hear that come on, that's like I go into my warrior mentality and it's just empowering.
What's the song?
Well, I usually walk out to reggae or Hawaiian or base it off of, this is a Halloween event coming up. So I'm going to try to do some spooky music, keep it fun,
Give me some Thriller.
Give me some Thriller.
I like that you're a showman. I like
He knows what's up. Yeah, he's ready.
Now, the next phase in the free fight, right? Take the 3 steps. Now, you're the second man coming into the fight because you're the champion. Yep. The champ is here. Yeah. Now you're looking at the opponent and you're doing whatever you're doing. Some people just stand there. Some people walk a little bit. Some people just talk to the coach. What do you do? And what's going through your mind at that moment when you're like 15 seconds and we're on?
Yeah, right before he says
what's going through your mind at that
time? So I always like to verbalize from the jump that you're in my home. This is my cage. Like, in order to make my dreams come true, I got to crush somebody else's. And when it comes down to it, I'll happily crush whoever's dreams in front of me. First mistake's taking the fight, Second one is... Second one
showing
is
up.
Them showing up. Yeah. But no.
I got two favorite questions like that. This is one of them.
Unlock the cage.
Yeah.
I got 2 favorite questions like that. This is one of them, right? Like a lot of people don't understand combat. Never been in a fight. Never been hit. Never tagged someone, right? So you've been training for 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks for this fight. How long?
Yeah.
Okay. So by the time you get in there, it'll be 8 weeks. 10 weeks.
Yeah.
Fight
8
camp.
weeks,
okay.
yeah.
You're stressed. You're anxious. You're ready to go this whole time, right? And finally, ding ding.
Yeah.
How good does it feel to make that first
relief?
So you're smashing bone versus bone.
Yeah.
Talk to the people. I've never been in a fight. How does that feel for you? Like bone versus bone. How does that feel?
Yeah. I mean, it began at an early age, like getting comfortable with it. But currently being in the cage as a fighter coming off, you know, I mean, I actively have been in real fights in the street and doing it in the cage.
Of course.
It's just really important to control your adrenaline. That first 30 seconds can make or break you, you know, like that, and that all pour out. But man, it's
so that's the mental,
power.
right? You got to control that adrenaline.
All the gears are turning.
How does it feel though? Like the feeling?
I mean, I'm high for like a week after my fight. You know what I mean? Okay. You want to go sleep? Like, nah, I'm good, man. You know, that's why I love to fight. Just that fire inside, you know?
Of course.
So when you say control the adrenaline, like, is there practices that you do, or is there a way that you learned how to manage that over time?
I think it's more just like, you know, throw 1,000 kicks, you'll get good at kicking. For me, it's like just the more I fight, the more I get in tune with my body. I probably have only heard my coach yell for me in one fight because most of them I'm just like
in your own, in the zone.
Yeah.
So is your coach screaming, but you don't hear shit?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
He's gonna hate to hear that. He's like, coach, you really weren't listening to me,
coach. Just shut up. Just kidding. Just kidding, coach.
My advice. They give me the advice I need to win the fight before I step in the cage, and I think they've got confidence in me.
Well, by the way you're speaking, right? The way you speak about your coaches and the way I've seen your fights, you're so well trained before. I don't want to say you don't need the coaches because everyone needs coaches, great corner, especially after round one. If you fuck up, little slip, that's how important the corner is, right? Because they're literally seeing you from the outside.
Yeah.
They're like playing on a remote control and they're telling you, okay, now do this, change this up, right? But I can already tell when you come in, you're already so well prepared for a fight. Why do you think that is? Is it your mindset, great coaching, your ability to adapt to new training? What is it?
Great question. I gotta say, it's a good one. It's a really good one.
So once you're walking into the gym, right, every day for training, and you know you got a fight going on, and you're like, all right, I need to prepare for this style. For example, you're telling me that you're going to knock this guy out, choke him, pound him out in 1 minute. That's very impressive. You must see something that you can capitalize on his weakness. When you're coming into the gym training specifically this, I mean, you prepare for a 15, 25-minute fight, but your game plan is for 1 minute. If that's what you see, you got plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. As fighters, this is what we do.
Yeah.
We got different styles. You're hoping plan A
This is the first plan that works.
Exactly.
I think I got the answer for you.
Okay, come on.
So one of the reasons why most of my fights, I try to execute quickly, is of course the fear of losing. But I do have a lot of family and friends that look up to me, so that fuels a lot of my motivation. And I just rely on simple things, you know, like the faith I have in my training and the confidence I have in my skills. And those are the two things I need to go in there and feel and know that I'm going to win. You know what I mean? If you don't feel like you put that work in, then sometimes it's better you just wait till the next fight, you know?
Tell us about that work. What's your work schedule like? Not talking about at the bar, your actual training schedule.
Yeah, I've actually stepped out of the bar about 6 months ago. I've let my sister Jalen start running it, so she's been doing a killer job. Good. Shout out to her. But my schedule.
What's her name?
Jalen BABIan.
Jalen BABIan. Hey, thank you for taking care of our man right here. You're killing it. He says you're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
You forget to tell her, huh?
Yeah, you do a good job. He's going to tell you.
There you go.
So the schedule, I train about 9 to 10 times a week.
Nice.
Twice on Monday, twice on Tuesday. Man, it's surprised they don't have a bed for me over there yet. Yeah. You know, I'm there when the sun comes up and when the sun goes down. So
2 sessions a day, more or less. And then what about recovery?
Recovery, I got compression boots, ice bath, cryo chambers. You know, I'm all about that science, man.
It's important.
You know, I like to take advantage of the technology we got to recover.
I'm with. I got a hyperbaric chamber.
Take your BCAAs.
I got a hyperbaric chamber in my house.
Oh, I like this guy already.
Dude, I got all kind of shit. I got ice tub. I got all. The only thing I don't have is this. The compressions.
Highly recommended.
Are there supplements that you take?
Oh no, it's okay.
When it comes to rest, are there supplements that you take that become regular or routine for you?
So I used to be all about supplements when I was younger, but now that I've been in the industry for a while, I see past a lot of these marketing gimmicks. Some of the things I would recommend if you're looking for supplements is like an athlete's multivitamin. Of course, whole food. Food is medicine. You gotta eat good food, organic. But the best thing that I've been taking is hydration, electrolytes. A lot of fighters don't take electrolytes, and I had to learn the hard way, and it's paid forth and a priceless.
What do you mean you had to learn the hard way? Hardaway. Talk about that.
So I took a fight on somewhat short notice,
Okay.
not my full camp of comfort, but you know, my mistake I made was not doing a proper cut. I had like I sweat a little bit more than I should have the week of the fight and didn't replenish my sodium levels.
What do you mean? You sweat a little bit more?
Like I trained
during the cut.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I wasn't
My
retaining fluids,
Okay.
so I dropped weight too quick, and then going into the fight, I didn't recover the next day. So it just kind of my gas tank kind of tapered off. Oh, excuse me, tapered off pretty quick.
Break my mic, bro.
Hey, you know it's
See the way you
He's the Barbabian.
I see the way.
He's to break that mic if he wants to.
He'll fight people and microphones.
That's all it needs to break my mic.
Yeah, but that's pretty much one thing that's paid itself forth for me. And
So just a hydration. What
Hydrating.
are you sponsored by anybody? We need to get you sponsored, bro.
Hey, whoever wants to. Right now, I got Liquid Death, sparkling water from the Alps. You know, I'm trying to stay focused on clean water and clean food. Because, you know, it gets real easy to cheat now and then.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Look at me, bro.
It's hard, man. It's hard,
Why are you
man.
laughing at that joke, bro? Don't be fat. So what's your main meals? Like, for example, everyone has their different types of foods that makes them stronger, right?
Yeah.
What is your main meals that make you stronger?
I've been on this ribeye steak sandwich kick. So I take
like your boy right on your right.
This guy, I like it too.
Ribeye every day.
Yeah, ribeye every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah. Being a hardcore athlete, you know, I've started to take more advantage of the nutrients you can get out of red meats,
Yep.
you know, salmons and stuff. I've done it all, man. I've done keto. I've been a vegan. I've done paleo. I've really found the best when just you focus on like the food for your blood type and stuff, you know.
Of course.
But man, you know, my steak and eggs has been pretty much
Food of the gods.
keeping me hard as a rock.
I didn't want to hear that, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. Everyone's different. For example, mine is like salmon, sardines, and raw eggs.
No, good.
That's what I like right there.
That
And
sounds
so
good.
everyone's got their own style, right? Some people are like the Diaz brothers, vegan. What the fuck? That's kinda-
Raw vegan.
I was like, that's
Yeah.
kind of gay, but fuck it, if it works
Yeah,
for you
it's
guys.
kinda-
Fuck it. You know what I mean? It is
Yeah,
what it is.
that's a
so
fact.
this fight that you got coming up on October 21st, you're saying 1 minute you're gonna knock him out.
Yes, sir.
Plan A. What's Plan B?
Plan B is
He
choke
can
him out.
take that shot.
Yeah. Oh man, I just like, and I've put a lot of time and training in, and well, you know, I know what I'm capable of, and I just can't foresee anything going past. Even my last fight, it went quicker than I anticipated, but
How fast was the last fight?
about 59 seconds. That's just, you know, you got to take this thing we call, it's like the element of surprise. Just come out there, boom, head kick, boom, overhand, boom, takedown. It's like next thing you know, the guy's on the ground. I'm like, shit.
Perfect.
Well, I'm like, did I win? Oh, thank gosh.
I can feel that in you that there's very little doubt.
My mom's like, got her hands down. I'm like, the fight's over. It's been over. What are you doing? Someone put her hands down. But, you know.
The Italian.
His Italian's coming out. Yeah, yeah.
I told you.
The Sicilian.
So let me ask you about your cornermen, right? Who are your cornermen? And are they always the same people in your corner?
So as of recently, we've kept it the same, but it's AJ McKee,
Okay.
former 145
He's a bad
champ
boy.
in Bellator.
Yep.
He's a bad.
He was reigning for you.
Bad
Wasn't he
man.
pound for pound for a long time?
I think he's still up there.
That's your head coach.
And then we got Antonio McKee, who is undefeated in MFC for over 10 years. And then Weil Watson, former world champion. And man, yeah, it's just, it's an unbreakable team. Those guys got a strong bond too. So together they make a good team that helps me.
Good.
And, you know, I not just team, it's family. It's who I spend every day with. So, you know, I
That's
can't.
perfect. That's perfect, bro.
Can't
You know,
say
so
no.
that's so important. Some people forget, right? Some people forget how important the cornermen are, and I want to give you that advice. Stick to who brings you to the championship titles. Stick with them, brother. Don't change them up, right? If they want to change up on their own, that's their thing. But if something's working, stick with them, right? But some people forget how important the cornerman is. Sometimes people want to bring their girlfriend or their brothers. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, you're about to enter a fight with a killer.
Yeah.
You know, I've seen that a couple of times. I'm like, don't do that. I mean,
Yeah.
we think about it. I mean,
Your odds go down.
Odds
They
go
go
down.
down.
Because
Definitely. Yeah.
because if you go, okay, you're expecting to win round one. Okay, cool. They say that doesn't happen. And you go to round two. You need some awesome corner advice. Well, you brought your cousin and your sister.
Yeah, they're crying.
You're thinking, don't worry, I don't need no corner. I'm
I don't
not going to
need
do
no
that in 1
fucking-
minute. But then you need some really good advice. Oh, shit, I'm stuck.
Yeah.
This guy's better than what I thought he was.
Yeah.
What do I do? And you got some sloppy ass corner, man. No, make sure you always have your corner on people on point. So important, brother.
Yeah,
So important,
100% on that.
I say it to everyone because I saw that a couple of times. I'm like, oh, I need to tell everyone that I like. If I didn't like you, I'd be like, fuck it, bring whoever you want, bro.
I think the last fight that I watched where Leon Edwards' corner came in, and I think he took a lot of people by surprise about what really goes into fighting. That energy, that emotional, you could hear it in his voice. Come on, Leon.
Between round 4 and 5 there, when he was slumped down on a chair, and
then he knocks the, dude, out.
After that pep talk, it's legendary. Yeah.
It is.
That's something that I'm going to remember for a long time. And I think it's brought a lot of attention.
So, in that point, you bring up a good point. What about, there's always lulls in people's fighters' mindset, I would say. I don't want to say time of the week or whatever. In their mindset, we all go through some little lull when we don't want to train, we don't want to go as hard, or we get a little sad, or a day of depression. I don't believe in depression is real, but you get temporary moments of depression, right? Yeah. When you get those, because everyone gets them every now and then, how do you bounce out of those?
Yeah, that's something I love to think about that, actually. I do find myself sometimes feeling cloudy or foggy, but the beach has always been, and I take my dog to the beach every single day after training.
I love the beach, bro.
That's just been like a way to clear my head. I leave my phone in the car. I go get my nice 30 minutes of just fresh air. And, it doesn't always help, but man, it sure as heck makes most of the days a lot better.
I'm with you, bro. I do the same shit, bro. We have Santa Cruz Mountains right there, right over the hill. I cruise out there. Man. I go December, January, February. It's like 30 degrees outside. I'm in the water, bro. Yeah. To me, that's healing. Everyone's got their own shit, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Maybe we're a little psycho and shit, but that's how we get along, right? Yeah. So that's kind of what so I relate to you. When you say that, I'm like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It makes sense for me. Everyone's different, right? So what else do you do when you're like a little bit not in the mood for training? How about that?
Man, I wish I could lie and say I do other stuff, but at this point, it's all training.
Correct.
Mostly what's taken up my time lately that I've come to really enjoy is cooking.
Okay.
So I've kicked off the meal preps and stuff, but I've had some great meal prep companies, always ready meals.
Okay.
If you're looking for a meal prep company, they'll take care of you. My dad's been a chef for like 125 years or something like that, So
he's an immortal.
He's good.
One of those guys. Yeah, man. So it's just in the blood. I like my pastas, my steaks. We were talking about that. And that's what keeps me busy.
So when you were out in Hawaii, who came out with you? Is it your mom's, your dad's sister? Obviously, your sister's running the
I was
bar.
born and raised out there, but my parents met on the mainland in Connecticut, and then came over on a honeymoon, and then ended up just staying. And then I popped out somewhere around there.
That was a good honeymoon, huh?
Shit, yeah.
And then when they came out to
it's a lot warmer than where we were before, what I mean?
Connecticut sucks.
So
when you came out to California again, okay, 5 years ago?
No, so I moved out here about 2 years.
2 years, I'm sorry. Okay.
3 years.
And then your sister came out with you or after?
She came out about 6 months ago from Atlanta. She just finished business school in college.
And now your parents out here also?
They're in Hawaii still.
They're in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Okay.
My little vacation.
Yeah. Are they ever thinking about coming out here? They're just loving it out there.
They're gonna be up here for the fight. They're
okay.
They're just doing what they got with they're running a restaurant out there, Italian restaurant.
What type of Italian?
Yeah, ranked number 18th in the country right now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
What's the name of the restaurant?
It's called Pueo's Osteria, and the concept is built behind food, wine, and fun, all handmade pastas, and a farm to table concept. So
here in Los Angeles?
Hawaii.
Oh, in Hawaii.
We need one up here in Los Angeles.
There you go.
What I'm saying.
Bring your parents back out here.
Yeah.
Bring your parents back out here. So now that you know that you're going to be becoming a big name right in Southern California, right? Everyone's knowing your style. What do you want to be best known for and remember for when you're out here? Every time you fight and you get out of the ring, what do you want to be known for?
I really want to be known for one thing, and I want to use this platform to, encourage a lot of kids to chase their dreams. I've got everything I want in my life. I'm just doing this because I love it.
Yep.
But I want kids to take the opportunity. I see too many wasting their youth, and it's just important to make the best of it.
I told you I have 2 favorite questions that I like to ask, right? One is the first fucking hit, right? What's that feeling? The second one is this. To all those young men, kids, young men, or even men, even older men, say that they're my age or something, that have never stepped into the dojo, boxing ring, stepped on the mats, what would you say to those young men, and those men about that? What would you recommend them to do? That they've never been in the mat, never been in a ring, never thrown on some boxing gloves, never done none of this stuff. what would you recommend? What do you tell them? What do you recommend?
If you can't fight, make sure your friends can. Take my number. Yeah,
No wonder I have so many friends, bro. No, I know. So this is, go ahead, bro.
No, well, I was going to say, Jake, where can we find you at? Do you got Instagram, YouTube? Where can we find you at?
I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram, Jake_Babian. You could find me on Instagram, follow my journey to the top. And then YouTube, you can see all my cliff diving, spearfishing, all that stuff.
Setting broken noses, right?
Setting broken noses.
Man of many talents.
I saw that, bro.
Yeah,
I saw that.
No charge.
He's also a bone setter.
You want to see someone set a nose? Go to his Instagram. He sets the nose back in place right there.
Yeah.
So thanks so much for being here with us. This is Old and New Money Podcast. We are here at the Up Next Fighting Studios.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, gentlemen.
Well done.
All right, we're done.